For over 10,000 years, these lands have connected us to each other. Our mothers and fathers walked these great plains, stretching themselves across miles and miles of hardship and hope. This place has been called by many names, and it's known many faces. It's seen us come and go, watched us grow and thrive, changing with every shift of the seasons, maintaining whatever has survival value. Like the great river that runs through it, its flow of energy is constant. Waves of tradition and inspiration, time-tested ideas, and new innovations course through this city, inspiring the people who create and maintain both its traditional and ever-evolving identity. Artists from all walks of life, from the heroes of the prairies to the champions of the city, everyone here plays their part in lifting this place up, taking it above and beyond expectation, pushing it forward in all directions. For generations, people have gathered here to bear witness to the incredible. Now, all of Canada sets its eyes on us and returns for something extraordinary. On March 15, 2020, the Junos returned to Saskatoon.
Ladies and gentlemen, mesdames et messieurs, welcome to the 2020 Juno Awards nominee press conference. Please welcome the host of today's event, Angeline Tedaweo, host of Weekend Mornings on CBC Music, the CBC Music Top 20, and Canada Live.
Yeah. Big shout out to the one guy over there that was clapping ahead of time. Hi, welcome everybody! Yes! I knew that was the voice of the incredible Buffy St. Marie. You could just feel it. She gets right there in your spirit. Give it up to our boy Wilson over here, who is providing us with the music to get things started. All Canadian musicians he was spinning there for you. I hope everybody's doing well this morning. You've got your coffee, you've got your croissant. Yes? Yes, oui? Okay. I'd like to welcome all the artists, industry members, and media to my home right here, CBC Toronto, in Studio 42 for today's exciting event. And hello to all y'all that are watching across the country at cbcmusic.ca. Before we begin, I'd like to acknowledge that we are on the traditional territory of many nations, including the Mississaugas of the Credit, the Anishinaabe, the Chippewa, the Haudenosaunee, and the Wendat peoples, a place that is home to many diverse First Nations, Inuit, and Métis people. We also acknowledge that Toronto is covered by Treaty 13, signed with the Mississaugas of the Credit, and the Williams Treaties, signed with multiple Mississaugas and Chippewa bands. CBC Music is proud to be the exclusive broadcasting content partner and home of the 2020 Juno Awards, and I'm very excited to be here today to help introduce, so dear to my heart, the 2020 Juno nominees. And I know we keep saying this, and I will say it again, I will say it till I am out of breath. Canada is home to some of the most exciting artists on the planet right now. We are representing on a global scene more than ever. Chart-topping hits, unforgettable songs, the country's most amazing talent, and I cannot wait for our artists to come on back home to the Junos and celebrate another unbelievable year in Canadian music. Now, please join me in welcoming Alan Reid, President and CEO, Karis, the Juno Awards, and Music Counts, to the stage.
Thanks very much, Angeline. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for being here. Nice to see so many familiar faces. Thanks to all of you for joining us here to celebrate the 2020 Juno Awards nominees here at Studio 42 at CBC. And thank you especially to CBC for hosting. I want to thank the members of the executive team, Catherine Tate, Barb Williams, Susan Margetti, Sally Cato, Jennifer Detman, Susan Taylor, Bonnie Brownlee, and Alex Lane, as well as all the staff here at CBC for being such great partners. I'd also like to congratulate Steve Jordan on his appointment as Senior Director at CBC Music. Yes, absolutely. Like many of you, I've known Steve for a long time. I haven't, is he here somewhere? Where is Steve? There he is, over in the back, way over there. Steve, congratulations. Looking forward to working with you on the Junos in the future. This year, we'll be celebrating 49 years of excellence in Canadian music, and we're so excited to be heading back to Saskatoon. And right now, the Juno Host Committee has a whole crew gathered at the World Trade Center Saskatoon at Prairieland Park. And they're watching us live on CBC Music/Junos. So please, everybody say hello to them. We'll be Saskatooning with you in just 6 weeks. If you don't know what Saskatooning is, you're going to find out as soon as you get there. It is a real word. Special thanks to Scott Ford, Todd Brandt, Sherry Hamilton, and the entire Saskatoon Host Committee for all the work they're doing on the ground to prepare us for Juno Week. The 2020 Juno Awards will be held on Sunday, March the 15th at SaskTel Center and broadcast live on CBC across the country and around the world on cbcmusic.ca/Junos. And here to talk a little bit more about our partnership and to reveal some very exciting news, I'd like to welcome Barb Williams, Executive Vice President of CBC.
He's a tall guy. We're going to bring this down. And in addition to being short, I'm also going to be brief, because I know you don't want to listen to me a whole lot today, but I got to tell you, I was just not going to miss this opportunity to say how proud I am that CBC is the home of the Junos. It really is amazing, and it is the perfect fit for us. Now, this is going to be my very first Junos since I joined the CBC, and it's amazing to see the tremendous passion and dedication that goes into making this annual celebration such a huge success every year. So a huge thank you to you, Al, and the entire Karis team, and everyone, frankly, here at the CBC for all the collaboration and hard work. You know, when Canada's biggest night in music returned to the public broadcaster 3 years ago now, CBC made history by being the very first to broadcast the Junos live in all of our time zones with our partners at Insight Productions. I know John's over there from Insight. And we are going to do that all over again this year from Saskatoon, bringing the Juno Awards live to our viewers and our listeners across the country on all of our platforms: CBC, CBC Gem, CBC Radio 1, CBC Music, and of course, on our brand new CBC Listen app. And as part of our promise to bring the very best of Canada to the rest of the world, we will also live stream the awards around the globe at cbcmusic.ca/Junos. Now, it's March 15th that will mark our 3rd annual Music Day at CBC, and this is where we will celebrate the best of Canadian music on CBC Music and on CBC Television. Some highlights this year include the Canadian Music Hall of Fame special, as well as a Junos pre-show featuring our very own Tom Power with the biggest artists of the night. So there's lots in store for Music Day on CBC. And it's so important for me to say that as the home for Canadian music, CBC's work doesn't stop there with that day of March 15th. This is not just about one day or one night. CBC Music is dedicated to developing and showcasing new and emerging voices alongside some of our biggest and our best, and that happens every day of the year. And that's why we call our commitment to Canadian music Junos 365. That commitment actually starts in the classroom with our Canadian Music Class Challenge, which we kick off every fall, just wrapped up before Christmas. And then in the winter, we begin our search across the country for the stars of tomorrow through our annual Searchlight contest. And over the course of the year, we will also highlight Canadian music through a whole series of recordings with some of Canada's best and brightest artists. And they cover the biggest Canadian songs from the last 50 years with exclusive recording sessions for CBC Music. And like Karis, CBC Music supports all genres of music, whatever your taste. And then this is the moment in my script when I was supposed to make a big announcement, but Alan stole my thunder. I'm going to give him a second shout out though, because we are very excited about our new head of CBC Music here at CBC. We are thrilled to welcome Steve Jordan, as you've heard, our new senior director. Clap for him again. We know that Steve's experience combined with his passion for music and dedication to this industry made our decision to hire him an easy one. And he's coming on board just in time for the Junos, so we're very, very excited to have you. Welcome, Steve. Okay, so I know you've all been dying to hear all this stuff from me, but let's get on to why you're really here. It's time to dig into some news about the big show. I have the pleasure of announcing the first round of performers who will take the Junos stage this March. Let's check them out.
Wish that you would've treated me bad. Truth is, you couldn't have loved me better. Now I'm left feeling twice as sad. I wish you would've treated me bad, bad, bad.
To impress him, takes on his multi-armed form and says, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds."
Oh, how can this be? I finally found peace.
Woo! It is going to be a fantastic show. This will be Len and Stella's first time performing on the Junos broadcast, which we're very excited about. And of course, really great to have Daniel Caesar back. Okay, that's it for me. Thanks for listening, and thank you so much for coming today. And I'm going to hand things back to Alan.
Thanks very much, Barb. This is our third year being with CBC, and to all the team here from CBC, thank you so much for this great partnership. We absolutely love working with you and the entire team, so thanks very much. I'm also really excited about Len and Stella and Daniel Caesar joining us. Daniel played with us in Vancouver, and it was just an exceptional performance. And we're going to have a few more exciting announcements coming up very, very shortly. But right now, I'd like to take a moment to congratulate this year's Special Award honorees. The recipient of the Walt Greeley Special Achievement Award has been working in the music industry for nearly 50 years. And for all of you who know her, you know she is an absolute force to be reckoned with. The one and only Peggy Ciccone. Peggy served as Vice President for SRO Management and Anthem Entertainment Group for most of her career and played a pivotal role in the development and success of many Canadian artists, most notably Canadian Music Hall of Fame inductees Rush. Peggy's kind of small. Are you here today? I don't know if Peggy's that. She is here. There she Peggy's over there. Peggy, congratulations. Look forward to celebrating in Saskatoon. As well, this year's inductee into the Canadian Music Hall of Fame is a multi-platinum award-winning singer-songwriter, an author, and now the star of her own hit TV show. She's one of the funniest people I know, and there's no question she is a true national treasure, the incomparable Jan Arden. For almost 30 years, Jan has been entertaining and captivating audiences across Canada, around the world, with her incredible words and music, and also her very funny personality. And I'm very excited to announce that Jan will also be performing on March 15th on the Juno stage. So congratulations, Jan. I want to take a quick moment to thank the Karis Board of Directors, as well as all the Karis staff who are working nonstop right now to make sure this is another incredible Junos. Our PR team at Rocket Promotions, our broadcast producers, Insight Productions, and of course our partners here at CBC. As most of you know, Karis is a not-for-profit, and we cannot do what we do without the support of our incredible partners. And so first off, thank you for believing in and supporting Canadian artists and their music. I'd like to acknowledge the financial support of Factor, the Government of Canada, Canada's private radio broadcasters, Radio Star Maker Fund, the province of Saskatchewan, the city of Saskatoon, and Tourism Saskatoon. Also, our good friends at TD Bank Group, who are longtime supporters of the Junos and Music Counts, are bringing back their amazing green room at Juno Week. And if you have not had a chance to attend it before, make sure you put it on your stop list when you're there. Also, they'll be returning back with Juno Fan Choice presented by TD, and you can vote at junofanchoice.ca and on Twitter by tweeting the artist hashtag. You'll see who the nominees are very shortly. The Juno Awards will be taking place on March 15 at SaskTel Centre. Tickets are on sale right now at ticketmaster.ca, and $1 from every ticket sold will go to Music Counts, our music education charity associated with the Junos. Okay, now I have the great honor of sharing our host for this year's show with you. She is a two-time Juno Award winner, a 2018 Grammy Award winner for Best New Artist. That may have just given it away. She also spent most of her summer on tour with another fellow Canadian, Shawn Mendes. On the road, she recorded 6 new songs inspired by her experiences touring with friends and created the This Summer EP, which was released on the final date of the tour. You know, besides being a great artist, she has also become an incredible role model for young women, and I must say she is wise beyond her years. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor. Please welcome the host of the 2020 Juno Awards, Alessia Cara.
Hi, everyone. Thanks. This is really cool. For those of you who are hoping it was someone else like Shawn Mendes, I'm sorry. It is me. You're stuck with me. This is really, really exciting. I'm so excited to be a part of, Canada's biggest night in music in this way. This is the first time I've been the sole host of anything, so I hope I don't disappoint. My first reaction was, why? And then, and then my second was no way, and then my third was obviously yes, because I'm here. But yeah, I'm super excited. Thank you to everyone who, decided that I can do this, and I'm, very, very honored. But you're gonna be seeing my face a lot on March 15th, so I won't keep you guys too long. But I think we're ready to see the first round of nominees, so let's do it.
The 2020 Juno Award nominees are
Breakthrough Artist of the Year, sponsored by Factor, the Government of Canada, and Canada's private radio broadcasters. Alexandra Streliski, Ali Gatti, Baby No Money, Lennon Stella, Tennille Towns.
Dance Recording of the Year, Felix Cartel and Lights, Frank Walker and Astrid S, Loud Luxury and Bryce Vine, Ralph, Sultan and Shepard and Showtech.
Classical Album of the Year, Solo or Chamber, Angela Schwarzkopf. Ensemble Para Mirabeau, James Ennis, Marina Thibault and Marie-Ève Scarfon, Quatuor Molinari.
Country Album of the Year, Aaron Goodvin, Dallas Smith, Dean Brody, Hunter Brothers, Megan Patrick.
Indigenous Artist or Group of the Year, presented by APTN, Kaylee Cardinal, Digga Wolf, Nehi Yawak, Northern Haze, Reet.
Jack Richardson, Producer of the Year, Ben Kaplan, Derek Hoffman, John Levine, Michael Wise, Steve Bays.
Album francophone de l'année, Fred Pellerin, Jean Leloup, Coréas, Les Louanges, Loud.
Artist of the Year, Alessia Cara, Brian Adams, Jesse Reyes, Shawn Mendes, Tory Lanez.
Jazz Album of the Year, Group, Al Muirhead's Canadian Quintet, Brad Turner Quartet with guest Seamus Blake, Dave Young Trio, Ernesto Cervini's Turboprop, Jane Bennett and McKay.
Contemporary Christian Gospel Album of the Year, Brian Dirksen, Brooke Nichols, Dan Bremnes, Fresh IE, Matt Marr.
Adult Alternative Album of the Year, City in Color, Half Moon Run, Isque, Leonard Cohen, Patrick Watson.
Traditional Roots Album of the Year, April Virch, Miranda Mulholland, Natalie McMaster, The Dead South, The Small Glories.
Music Video of the Year, presented by Stingray, Bundem, Karaz, Sarah May, Record Shop, Johnny Jansen, Said the Whale, Topograph, Jonathan Robert, Corridor, Back Off, Leged, Laurence Nerbonne, Little Star, Sarah Legault, Isque.
Pop Album of the Year, presented by Live Nation Canada, Alessia Cara, Avril Lavigne, Bulo, Elijah Woods and Jamie Fine. Walk Off the Earth.
Adult Contemporary Album of the Year, Bryan Adams, Lauren Spencer Smith, Mark Jordan, Nuella Charles, Renee Lamoureux.
International Album of the Year, Ariana Grande, Billie Eilish, Ed Sheeran, Khalid, Post Malone.
Reggae Recording of the Year, Esco Levi, Jay Douglas, Lyndon John X, Petra, Story.
Blues Album of the Year, Big Dave McLean, Don Tyler Watson, Durham County Poets, Michael Jerome Brown, Whitehorse.
Classical Composition of the Year, Anna Sokolovic, Becca Sims, Jared Miller, Rose Bolton, Vincent Ho.
Metal Hard Music Album of the Year, Cobra and the Lotus, Lindsay Schoolcraft, Single Mothers, Stryker, The Agonist.
Juno Fan Choice, presented by TD, Alessia Cara, Ali Gaddy, Avril Lavigne, Baby No Money, Justin Bieber, Loud Luxury, Nav, Shawn Mendes, The Weeknd, Tory Lanez.
Nominees happen. I'm so excited. Moments like this, I'm like catnip for a radio host. I get to spend the next 6 weeks just like digging into all the nominees and playing you music from them. It's going to be great. Are you as excited about it as I am? I think I might be a little bit more excited than y'all. And of course, Alessia Cara. What? She's gonna be our host this year. She nominated a gang of times. Alessia, I don't know where you are, but you better work on your cardio. You're gonna be running around on stage like crazy. Lennon Stella, Daniel Caesar. I'm still like vibrating from that performance he did with Jessie Reyes. He's gonna be back. This is so exciting. I'm out of breath. Take a deep breath. Okay. Whew. All right. It's gonna be a great night in Saskatoon. Big prairie love going out to Saskatoon from the Edmonton girl right here. I always gotta show the love. To the people from the prairies. That's right. Okay, so as Alan mentioned, we are streaming today's event in Saskatoon right now. That's why I'm showing so much love. They can see me. I got to rep really hard. And of course, congratulations to the first round of nominees. This is an amazing day for all of our artists. If you are feeling the love, like I am feeling the love, please do show the love on your social medias of your choice using the hashtag Junos. As well, you can check out our collection of Juno playlists. We've got like 35 of them where we feature different categories and different genres. So you can go to cbc.ca/listen for that. You can also press play on the CBC Listen app. And the Juno Smorgasbord will continue later today, 2 to 4 p.m. Tom Allen is going to be hosting a show highlighting the nominees from this year in a special 2-hour special. It will feature many of today's nominees and conversations with your favorite CBC music hosts. Some of them are in the room. Can I get a... There we go. There's one. I think, is that Julie Nasrallah? Yes. Yeah, that's right. That's my girl. Ow! All right. Karis is a not-for-profit, and they rely on the support of their partners in order to put on the Juno Week. So they are an integral part of how the Juno Awards reach fans right across the country, and we thank them for their ongoing commitment. So let us take a moment to recognize some of this year's partners. Your attention to the screen.
We'd like to take a moment to thank our diamond partners, Music Canada, PwC, Radio Starmaker Fund, Slate Music, SOCAN, and Nielsen Music MRC Data, the official data provider of the 2020 Juno Awards. Thank you to all our partners for their unwavering support of Canadian music.
I swear I'm on a high right now. Now please join me in welcoming Chair of Karis at the Juno Awards and Music Counts, Mark Cohan. Come along.
Angelina's been up since 3:30, so you see that energy? Let's hear it for Angelina. Isn't she awesome? Oh, woo! And she's from Edmonton. I love people from Edmonton. I am so excited to be here today. This always, for me, is one of my highlights as I think about the cycle and the Juno calendar that we have every year. Today really is the unofficial kickoff to Juno Week, and I am psyched to be going back to Saskatoon. I love that city. Put up your hand if you've never been to Saskatoon. Come on, don't be shy. Okay, for all the people in Saskatoon who's watching, that's a lot of people here in Toronto. But I will tell you, I love that city, and you're probably looking at me going, Toronto city boy? What does he know about Saskatoon? Well, I spent a lot of time there in my previous career at the CFL. I made a lot of friends in that city, had a lot of fun nights there, and went to some amazing events in that city and in that province. It's interesting. People are talking a lot about Saskatoon now. The New York Times in 2018 said it's one of the top 52 destinations in the world to go and visit it. It's pretty amazing. There is an unbelievable culinary scene there. The music industry is booming with some amazing artists, and it's a lot of fun. The people are amazing. The people make Saskatoon and Saskatchewan great. And I guarantee if you have not been there yet, the people who put up their hands in this room, book your tickets. Air Canada is selling out. We actually added a bigger plane for this, several bigger planes, because you will have an amazing time in Saskatoon and Saskatchewan. And we're going to make it even better because we have so many Juno events that week. Our signature Juno Fest, which is hosted by our partners here at CBC Music. Juno Fanfare, presented by our partners at Virgin Mobile. Our Juno Songwriter Circle, which is always my favorite event every year, in association with our partners at SOCAN and Music Publishers Canada. The Juno Comedy Series Showcase. This, I think, our second or third year. You will come out of that showcase with a sore stomach, presented by SiriusXM. And our Juno Stories from the Studio, presented by YSL Pro and Universal Audio. There are going to be so many events this year. But the most important event, clearly, is the 2020 Juno broadcast. Barb had already shared with you today two of our performers. Now it's my honor to present two more. Two amazing additions, glorious sons. The energy they're going to bring to the show is amazing. And Alan, the other day, had an amazing conversation with Tory Lanez. Tory is so excited to perform in the show, and he said he's going to do his PC versions of his song. So we're really excited. There are more announcements this week, so get excited in terms of the amazing lineup that we're going to have performing on the show. And when I think about the artists that we introduce, I think about Alessia Cara, and I think about Tory Lanez, and I think about Gloria's Sons, and the other artists that are going to perform this year, I bet a lot of them sort of got their start probably in music class at school. I'm sure many of you in this room, the leaders in the music industry, agents, promoters, managers, bookers, whatever they might be in the industry, you probably got your passion in some way from music class or hearing it in school. And as you heard, I'm also the chair of Music Counts. Music Counts is our national charity that puts instruments in the hands of children across this country. We've given away millions and millions and millions of dollars in music instruments across this country. That's great, but it's also sad in a way because the music industry and music education is going through, I said music education is really going through major cuts right now. Last year, we were able to support 1 in 5 schools that applied to our program. This year, which is amazing. Thanks, Angeline. It's amazing. Now, I'm always a cheery guy, and I always, always look at the best thing in life. This year, it's a little sad. We're only able to support 1 in 10. That means that music programs are being cut across this country. And I want to say to you, as the leaders in the room, as the leaders in the music industry, we need your support. We need you to continue to champion music education in schools. We need your financial support. We need your emotional support. We need your voice. Christy Fletcher, where's Christy? Christy is the head of Music Counts. Put up your hand, Christy. Christy's right over here. We have an amazing team at Music Counts. This year, they're working so hard on raising more money so we can put instruments in the hands of kids and musical equipment in schools across this country. And as we gear up for the Junos in Saskatoon, and then the 50th next year in Toronto, we're going to do more and more. So I want to say thank you. Thank you to everyone in this room who supports music education. And I want to give you an advance thank, because we're going to lean on you a little bit more as we go into the 50th Junos next year. I am so excited to be in Saskatoon in a couple of months. And now it's my honor to present the next list of Juno nominees. Please watch the screen. Thank you. See you soon.
Album Artwork of the Year: Chad Moldenhauer, Ian Clark, Warren Clark, and Lance Inkwell. Selections from Cuphead, Christopher Madigan. Kevin Hearn, Antoine Moonin, Lockie Reed, and Harland Williams. The Superhero Suite, Kevin Hearn and Friends. Chris Knight, Jason Snyderman, James Meggia, Chris Peters, and Stephanie Schneider. Blood Crush, Blood Myth, Ensign Broderick. Sean Brown and Kayvon Yazdani. Case Study 01, Daniel Caesar. Terry Fidelic, Malice, Mercy, Grief and Wrath, Belle Plain.
Group of the Year: 88 Glam, Elijah Woods and Jamie Fine. Loud Luxury, The Reclaws, Walk Off the Earth.
Comedy Album of the Year, presented by SiriusXM Canada. Adam Christie, Jarrett Campbell, Monty Scott, Sophie Buttle, Steph Tolev.
Classical Album of the Year, Vocal or Choral. Corleone Men's Choir, Gerald Finley. Ottawa Bach Choir, conducted by Lisette Canton. Peter Barrett, Martha Guth, Alison McCarty, Helen Becquet. Philippe Sly with Le Chimera Project.
Rock Album of the Year: Big Wreck, Headstones, Sum 41, The Dirty Nil, The Glorious Sons.
Instrumental Album of the Year, Alexandra Streliski, Bill McBurney with Bernie Sinensky, Kevin Hearn, Ron Davis's Symphonica, Tanya Tagak.
Single of the Year: Out of Love, Alessia Cara, Sweet Little Lies, Bulo, La Di Da, Lennon Stella, Hang-Ups, Scott Hellman, Senorita, Shawn Mendes, and Camila Cabello.
Vocal Jazz Album of the Year, Bria Skonberg, Dominique Fils-Aimé, Elizabeth Shepard, Jazz Affair, Monkey House.
Rap Recording of the Year, 88 Glam, Classified, Killy, Nav, Tory Lanez.
Electronic Album of the Year, Bob Moses, Electric Youth, Jacques Green, Keys and Crates, Rez.
Recording Engineer of the Year, George Sierra, Jason Dufour, John Beetle Bailey, Ryan Worsley, Vic Florencia.
World Music Album of the Year, presented by Aeromexico, Jelly Tapa, Okan, Okavango African Orchestra, Romina Di Gasparo, Scylla and Rise.
Children's Album of the Year, Big Block Sing Song, Diana Panton, G-Force, Girl Power, Sharon and Brad.
Classical Album of the Year, Large Ensemble, Canada's National Arts Centre Orchestra, Orchestre du Centre National des Arts du Canada, conducted by Alexander Shelley. Jan Leszecki, with Academy of St. Martin in the Fields. Orchestre Métropolitain de Montréal, conducted by Yannick Nézet-Seguin. Orchestre Symphonique de Montréal, conducted by Kent Nagano. Orchestre Symphonique de Montréal, conducted by Kent Nagano, featuring Charles Richard Damelin.
Alternative Album of the Year, presented by Long and McQuaid, Black Mountain, Fox Warren, Mac DeMarco, Orville Peck, Pup.
Jazz Album of the Year, Solo, Jacques Cuba Séguin, Joel Miller, John Stetch, Ted Quinlan, the Mark Kelso Jazz Project.
Breakthrough Group of the Year, sponsored by Factor, the Government of Canada, and Canada's private radio broadcasters. Hunter Brothers, Neon Dreams, Palais Royale, The Blue Stones, Valley.
Contemporary Roots Album of the Year, Catherine McClellan, Del Barber, Irish Mythen, Justin Rutledge, Lee Harvey Osmond.
R&B Soul Recording of the Year, Amal, Daniel Caesar, Jesse Reyes, Tory Lanez, and Tiny, Tanika Charles, Tory Lanez.
Album of the Year, presented by Music Canada. The Pains of Growing, Alessia Cara. Inscape, Alexandra Streliski. Shine a Light, Brian Adams. Love, Michael Bublé. Bad Habits, Nav.
Songwriter of the Year, presented by SOCAN, Alessia Cara, Bulo, Patrick Watson, Tennille Towns, Tim Baker.
So there you have, everybody, your nominee for the 2020 Juno Awards. Let's hear it for them. Girl power. You guys, this is your first Juno, so you sound very excited down front. So each of our nominees will be receiving their 2020 nominee pins, and we encourage you to wear it with pride around Juno Week. This will help identify you to all the media that you are a proud Juno nominee. We have a booth set up over on the side of the room, so nominees in attendance, make sure you pick up your pins before you head out to the red carpet. I just want to say one more time, congratulations to all the nominees. We look forward to seeing you in Saskatoon, and thanks again for CBC hosting. I'd like to hand it back over to Angeline for final few words.
Yes, thank you. Girl power, yeah. I love it. Shouldn't you all be in school? Anyways, thanks. Thanks everyone for joining us today to celebrate Canadian music. Now, before we wrap things up, a couple of things. I'd like to invite all the nominees and their publicists to make your way back to the red carpet. We're going to have interviews happening there as well. The Junos publicity team at Rocket PR, they're wearing red Junos lanyards. They will be available to you to wrangle talent and get all the clips and pictures that you need. Thank you again for joining us today. See you in Saskatoon!